Behind the Badge, brought to you by Big O Tires.
In deadly car crashes, how do police determine who's at fault? How they recreate the crash scene is pretty tech savvy in today's Behind the Badge.
Deadly crashes on Utah roads with car parts scattered on the street or sedans flipped upside down. It may be tough to know how the crash happened or who's at fault.
Speed may have been a factor here, given the evidence on the roadway.
Piecing together how cars got here is the job of the Collision Analysis Reconstruction Team, or CAR team, made up of officers from multiple police agencies in the Salt Lake Valley. Initial officers respond to the crash, then the CAR team arrives.
And then you guys go out to the scene to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Detective David Knob with Salt Lake Police says their key technology to do it is all digital.
We have what's called a Faro scanner. We use that on scene a lot.
What's a Faro scanner?
It's a 3D machine that sends out millions of points, and so it scans the scene, and it'll actually make a 3D model or point cloud.
Oh, so it's not just a photo, they'll recreate the whole thing in 3D.
Yep.
The scanner lets police examine the crash site in digital dimensions for weeks and months, long after the actual crash is cleared. Hooked up to a 3D printer, you can even hold the crash in your hand.
You can see the seats. We can get almost everything within the car.
Looking at the digital scan, they can tell how fast the cars were going, which direction they came from, how the crash happened, and why.
A lot of it is to see if there was a crime committed. Sometimes it's just answers for families that have lost a loved one.
To demo how it's done, Knob brought the Faro to our ABC4 studios, scanning our building, completely recreating our station digitally. Scanning crash sites lets them survey accidents quicker than ever before.
And it brings them all together.
But Knob says examining them digitally afterwards can take roughly 100 hours each time before they're done with a case. While the process may be time-consuming, Knob says they'll know what happened on the road by the time they're done.
Knob says they respond to an average of 2 crashes a week there in the Salt Lake Valley. So with all the time it takes to go through that data, it can be up to a year before they're ready to be able to put out a report on each crash.
That's incredible. It's cool to know. I've always thought about, what goes into something like that, but seeing it unfold and what happens, it's awesome.
Yeah, and be able to do that digitally, as opposed to be able to have the painstaking hours of using all the geometry and math to really recreate it.
Very impressive.
Remarkable. All right.